I sat back, intrigued. He was tapping the corners of the table, left, right, left, right, left, right, in perfectly spaced intervals. It was almost hypnotic. It wouldn't have caught my notice if not for the utter look of concentration and anxiety on his face as he tapped carefully with the 2 fingers of each hand on each corner. I put my shades on so that I could observe undetected. I had brought mirrored shades just for this reason. I'm not a creep, I just like to watch what others do, the quirks they have, and the little details in their actions. Okay, I realize that sounds kind of creepy. Well, it's just people watching anyway, and nothing more. I find human behavior fascinating. The door to the train carriage slid open, and the noise of the tracks and buzz of conversations crowded in. I looked at the passenger opposite me, still dedicatedly tapping on the table's corners, but now with an increase in the intensity of his frown.
Hi there!
A chirpy young lady was at the door. Her presence poured into the room, energetic, lively, unstoppable. I contemplated pretending to be asleep, then I saw the distress rolling on the tapper's face, as he tried desperately to keep his beat going, determinedly ignoring the lady. I sighed, then plastered a bright smile on my face to match her sunshine vibes. Hey, we've got the bottom bunks. Hope that's all right. Both top bunks are free for you to choose.
Great, thanks!
She smiled at me, then her gaze drifted to our fellow carriage bunker. She looked confused, then concerned for a moment. She opened her mouth and I immediately spoke up again. Let me help you with your stuff. I grabbed hold of one end of her heavy backpack. That did the trick. She shifted her attention back to me and I grabbed hold of the other end of her backpack. We heaved it onto the upper bunk.
Thanks!
She looked back at the tapper, but this time she didn't try to say anything. She just raised an eyebrow, then turned to climb up the ladder to her bunk. I looked back at the tapper. He was now saying some words in time to the taps. Each word spat out with a tap in a curt, almost frantic manner. I couldn't help it. I wanted to look away, leave the carriage, give him some space to do whatever it was he needed to do. But I was getting really curious about the tense words he was expelling under his breath. So instead, I shifted from my comfortable space at the end of my bunk and sat at the table opposite him. I put my head down on the side of my table and pretended to take a nap. I could now make out some of the words. Do, not, never. I couldn't tell what the rest of the words were. He was pronouncing the words